There we go. Hey, crypto heads, it's a Goose with the Cryptic Paranormal Show. We are live in Karma Radio Studio and on RU Media on Facebook and YouTube. So you have 3 ways to watch the show, or the TuneIn app and multiple other apps that play the show.
Or you could just come on down here and watch us live in person.
Yeah, why not? We always have a party in studio.
You have to stay outside, though, and somehow get to the second floor window.
All right.
You're not allowed in here. I'm surprised we even let this guy in here.
Yeah, I know.
Who's this guy?
We found this guy roaming around Kent. We felt kind of bad for him.
What are we doing? A show?
Yeah, we're doing a show. Yeah. Hey. But yes, we have Mr. Eric McGill.
Hi, everybody.
From Resident Undead.
Yes.
Creator with RU Media Network on Facebook, and we're on YouTube.
Fantastic.
And working on a new show that should be coming out hopefully shortly.
Very shortly.
Very shortly. Our Haunted Minds, which is going to be amazing.
Oh, thank you.
We actually have David Woolever coming on, Mr. Golden Voice, the Man Mountain.
That Joker.
Oh, man. You should say all the nasty things you need to say.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, let's get it out
week.
now before
I do it every week.
Before he signs on. We always got a shit talk on Dave, but we love him. He's the main man at the studio, manager of the whole RU Media craze. But he'll be on shortly. And yeah, so here we go. Got Eric McGill. What's happening, brother?
All right, just me for now.
Yeah.
Oh, man. This weather's been awful. It's playing a toll on me.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about the cold, but it makes you sleepy. It makes you just
want to... dude, yeah, I've been like every night, like about 8 o'clock, which is about 2.5 hours earlier than normal.
Right.
I'm passing out on the couch.
Yeah.
Shit, man. That's like an hour after my bedtime.
I usually try to be in bed about 10:30. That gives me about a good 6 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I need 12.
I was a midnight guy there for a while. You know, I'd go to bed at midnight, get up at about 5, sometimes 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And now I find myself nodding off at about 9:30. It's crazy.
Oh, that's crazy.
I don't know.
It's, I'm having a problem. I think it's my age.
Yeah.
Because the cold actually physically hurts me now.
It does hurt.
I go outside, warm up the car, start breaking it, breaking the car, brushing it off.
Yeah, as we do.
Yes.
And by the time I get in the car, I'm like, ow, it hurts. Like my joints are hurting.
Yes.
It was really bad when we were doing an investigation, public investigation up at Madison Seminary, because it's always about 10, 20 degrees colder up there.
Oh, yeah.
Especially inside the building.
Yeah.
We were doing a public ghost hunt, and he ended up getting kind of sick.
Yeah.
And on my knees, man, they were like frozen.
That building defies scientific logic in so many different ways. Like if it's 30 degrees outside, it's 20 below inside.
But if it's 80, it's about 110.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You go up to the asylum. You guys remember MadCon?
Oh,
MadCon too.
Yes.
If you made it up to that top floor and you were alive by the time you made it up there,
at least then lose like 50 pounds.
You felt the full weight and the full force of that building. It was unnaturally hot up there.
Yeah.
It was so hot that.
How hot was it?
Well,
here we go.
You stole my thunder.
That's what I do. That's my only part of the show.
It was so hot that I do believe inanimate objects were sweating. It was we were trying to do that Ouija board thing and we couldn't because it was like everything was melted to the board. It wouldn't the planchet wouldn't move.
Right.
It was crazy.
You just melted in there, man.
All right. Insanely hot.
Insanely.
Yeah.
And insanely cold.
Now.
Which is weird is like the basement was actually the warmest part of the building the last time we did in the winter. Like just a couple of weeks ago, the basement seemed warmer than the rest of the place.
My theory is it's a couple feet closer to hell, so it stays warm.
And that's why,
right?
That's why I always tell people, man, like going to Columbus, I'm like, it's closer to the equator, so it should be warmer.
That's exactly right. That's just science.
Yeah,
Can't argue with science.
Right. Science. Science.
Excelsior.
They killed me with science.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. I couldn't think of the right one.
They killed her with science.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're in the studio.
We got effects here.
Yeah, we got all the bells. And
That's the only
whistles.
one I figured out. So
Okay.
I'd have us all talking like that.
Mhm.
You need some laser sound effects.
Right. So far, looking at the comments, we got Uncle Guido, Tony Santori.
Yes.
Hello, sir. We love you, brother.
Hi, Tony.
We got
Hi,
our
Tony.
buddy, our new Mad crew member, Eddie Pence. It says hello, pair of peeps.
Hey, it's Eddie.
We have Michelle. She sent a GIF, and it doesn't. I can't put that up. So just hello.
Is it nudity or something?
No.
No, it was a tombstone with a
Yeah, it was
wave.
like a dead Mickey Mouse hand coming up out of a tombstone. And
Yeah,
saying,
Oh.
it came up through here.
oh, okay.
Oh, I wish I could read. I should be on my phone and read the comments.
You can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I will.
Yeah. Hopefully,
you
if
want to know
guys-
what people are saying about you.
That's right. It's gonna get thick.
Right? It's going to get.
It's gonna get thick. It's gonna get deep. We're going.
Andrew Helton says hello,
Gonna get
guys.
bananas.
Hey,
Hello.
Hey, my dad's
You
watching.
know. You know what it is. They're all waiting for Woolever to get on.
Yeah.
That's what it is. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, it's just that Eric.
everybody's
dude.
here for Woolever.
Everybody.
Yeah.
I'm here for Woolever.
I'm here for Woolever.
I got a real quick question.
Who are
to my-
you guys?
Yeah.
Very quick question to my dad. Have you built my Tesla radio yet?
Yeah. How about that? Tesla radio.
Come on, Dave.
Come on, Mr. Bradley. Mr. Heisenberg.
Heisenberg Senior.
Yeah.
We got Senior, we got me, and we got
Yeah.
Junior.
Right?
No, my favorite nickname for you is Max Braggins.
That's right.
That kills me every time.
It's
I just see
perfect.
your grinning face.
We got
Of course, that's not-
Shay came up with that one, right?
No, I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, Shay's the one who told me to start calling you that.
He might have said that. Remember, I came in that first time
Yeah.
as Max Braggins.
I gotcha.
Don't
Max
give-
Braggins, defunct demonologist.
Yeah, don't give Shay any credit. He just had a baby. He's got enough.
True. He's got his hands full.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what's been going on as far as where do we start? I mean,
Yeah, where do we start? So much stuff.
it's like what rabbit hole do we jump down?
Yeah. I know.
I'm going to use that word rabbit hole because I noticed Sean on his show,
Mhm.
he uses that a lot.
Yeah.
That's his go-to phrase. So we're going to steal it and use it tonight.
Okay.
What rabbit hole we going down? We going down I don't know, Resin Undead. What's going on with Resin Undead these days?
Well,
Can you talk about that? Because I know Mr. Kimmel and
You should be able to.
holy
Oh.
crap!
who is this in the studio? Who's this man? Who's this man?
Oh yeah,
Big Dave's here.
Man Mountain.
Well,
himself.
Oh,
he finally had the guts to show his face around it.
man.
There he is.
It's about time he had the guts to show himself around here. We need another head. Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
Yep, I got him all set up. I knew about this the whole time.
So, anyways, before we
You just
were
setting me up.
I set you up, brother.
before we were rudely interrupted.
Yeah. You had to make an entrance because that's how he goes.
Yep.
That's how we do.
Mm.
You guys want the room to yourself for a minute?
Could we? Could we please?
So what's up, man? How are you doing?
I'm doing.
Oh, let me turn your mic on. That'd be nice.
I mean, adjust this.
He doesn't need to.
There it is.
His
There's that golden voice.
His booming voice will just resonate through the.
Right.
Yep. The ladies
I
everywhere are
just scared
purring.
the hell out of a bunch of people in this building.
Were the little kids still downstairs?
Yeah.
I gave them a cold stare earlier because they were running around the hallway making all kinds of noise. I just stepped out in the hallway and I just went like this.
And they
They're
flipped
like-
them off and went away.
Yeah, like F you. F you, old timer.
That's about right.
So how was the drive up? Did you get any weather?
A little bit. So it's
Yeah.
about north of Columbus.
Yeah. It's been off and on. It's
Crazy.
that shitty freaking lake weather.
Mm.
The snow band's coming off the lake.
Yep.
I got home and I'm like, man, I didn't even know if you're gonna be able to make it up here with the snow being the way it is. But I'm glad
Yeah,
you're
wasn't
here.
too bad.
We're in the secondary snow belt.
Thank you, sir. And that's Heisenberg with the weather.
Science.
That's what I do, man.
Science.
Science.
Wait, hold on. Do it again.
Science.
There it is.
Be school.
Yeah. So before you came in, we're talking about which rabbit hole we're going to jump down with you guys
Take your pick.
this evening.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start with
Should I be
Resident
closer to
Undead.
this? I feel like I'm.
No, you're
Oh,
good.
you're fine.
Okay.
I can hear you. I'll just pump you up a little bit. There you go. Project. You know how to do it, man.
I know my voice is so low
Yeah.
that it has trouble carrying a lot of times.
I gotcha.
So.
I hear you perfect now.
Mhm.
So what's going on with Resident Undead? I just watched the Hinsdale episode,
Yes.
and I got to say, Adam, if you're listening, that is the most uncomfortable I've ever felt watching a paranormal show.
Oh, when
Is
you like,
it?
did that yelling and shit?
Oh my god, man! I almost had to turn it off a couple times. I felt really awkward.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, it was a different. I didn't get to go on that one.
Yeah.
I had some other stuff going on.
Yeah.
Eric made it up there, and just from the stories, it was a different kind of a shoot.
I didn't know if I was watching a paranormal show or like
Domestic violence.
a
waiting to happen.
domestic violence, like Forensic Files type show. Like, where was this going to lead?
yeah.
How did you feel just being like a part of that? Like,
Well, filming the ripples was pretty intense, I would say. At one point, you see Adam kind of peer around a corner down at the
Yeah.
base of the stairs,
right?
Mhm.
and I swear he embodied that Jack Nicholson character from The Shining, just the way his face looked and everything.
Yeah.
That's what it put me in the mind
Oh.
of as I was like filming him down there. I was like, holy moly, that's terrifying.
Right. Yeah.
So
I couldn't imagine being there because just like literally, like I said, just watching it, I was like,
I felt like my phone reverberated when he was doing
Yeah.
that.
well, I was watching it on my TV.
it-
I'm like, oh my god! Like, I need to call Ashley and make sure she's okay. it was horrifying. It wasn't even about the paranormal at that point. It was just like the whole just subject matter, and it's seeing them take it to that next level. I mean, it was amazing, and obviously they got great response.
yeah, that was a very active night. When I was there a couple of years ago, I was there for 2 nights, and I would say in that one evening that we were just there, it was probably more active that night than in the 2 nights that I was there before.
Oh yeah,
But, well, I would say equally, but that one night was so full of activity that it kind of was very active.
right. And I could tell, like, as soon as he pulled up, they're already going through that. Like, you see Adam like get his like look,
Mm-hmm.
like something's up already, and he's just pulled into the parking lot.
Yeah, there was some fluster happening well before they got there. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So it's like almost like remotely picking it up on his drive there, just getting. I mean, and it doesn't take. I mean, it takes a lot. Like, opposite of what I was about to say, it takes a lot to kind of like agitate and get Adam on that.
Yeah.
Kind of. I don't know, feeling that energy tangent where he's. He looks like he's going to tear the shit up. He gets a little pumped.
Well, and I think just going off of the Hinsdale episode, you can expect most of what you see for this year to be at that level.
Really?
If I can say anything about it.
Yeah. I mean, they just put out the Hinsdale like what, 2 months ago?
Yeah, about a month.
Yeah. And I know like you guys want to keep everything under wraps until everything comes out, and I'm sure you're still filming. You guys got like 1 million things going on at one time.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know how you're doing it all, because it's not. I mean, you guys got a good group, but it's not a big group. And I know like a lot of especially, and Adam just bought another location on top of everything, and running Madison. It's like unreal. But it was just watching that show. It was like it felt so. It felt like it was too soon, I guess, because I had just watched the Madison episode.
Mm-hmm.
And what Ashley was feeling up in the asylum and how she was affected by the woman who was, mistreated and abused while she was there. I almost felt like, whoa, wait, haven't had a chance to like regroup yet. Like, I felt so bad for Ashley. I'm like, how do I do this without sounding like a stalker? Just like, are you okay?
There's no way you can't stop. You always sound
Ashley,
like a
for
stalker.
one, is no matter what you read on YouTube, Ashley is amazing.
Yeah.
You just say that.
Oh yeah.
She's a hell of an investigator. But yeah, that she gets put through the ringer sometimes.
She does.
But she's a trooper.
She is, man. Adam puts her in some pretty weird positions, situations.
He sent her up here for us us that one day. That was probably the worst situation she's ever been put into.
But I mean, she just sat here laughing at us being idiots the whole 2 hours she was here.
I was giving Adam ideas. I was like, you should blindfold her.
Hey, you know what? Nothing beats the good old days of just chaining the girls in the basements of these places.
See, Mama Santori says hello.
Kathy.
We love you, Mama.
Everybody share these so Ray doesn't get put back in Facebook jail.
Yeah, I just got out of Facebook jail, so I got to chill out, sharing this group or this the show. So if you got a group or a page, please share it. Actually, got some people to let me be an admin on their groups just so I can share it.
That's cool.
That's a smart way to go.
Yeah, and people have been really receptive. That's the thing. I was a member of 30 groups and I had permission from each of them to post because I know how people are about their groups. They want certain things, certain subject matter, and all these groups, I'm like, listen, I have a show. Do you mind me if I post it and promote it? They're like, no,
I just post until they tell me to stop.
They didn't tell me to stop until it was too late.
Yeah, I have been booted from a couple on the way, but
okay, I got
most of them have been okay.
But yeah, so share if you're watching us. If you're watching us on YouTube, we see your comments. So please, if you guys have a question for these guys, they'll answer it, I'm sure, if they can.
Well, we'll lie if we don't know.
Oh, there you go.
That's what I usually do. Fake it till you make it.
So before we go,
can I just say I never imagined how real this was. I mean, it's press board kind of, but it's still real feeling.
Yeah. You're in a professional studio, sir.
I haven't been in a radio studio for probably almost 8 years. So
it's
a little different.
Yeah, you're a TV man now, aren't you?
Of public access, if you can call it TV.
Hey, that's TV, man.
It's all as TV as it gets. I mean, anything else is streaming.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
Well, I can't say public access. Technically, I forget what we're actually considered. If we were public access, we would have to accept anything from anyone and play it no matter what.
Gotcha.
But there's some kind of legal terms that the city and us kind of went around to where we don't have to accept anything from anyone.
Limited public access.
There you go.
LPA.
And don't mind me, I'm sharing out as much as I can again. We want some viewers, people.
I shared my one thing. That's all I know how to
do. I used to have to tag him just so he could find the page.
I mean, this is only a month ago.
Yeah, right.
Nice.
He's finally learned the Facebooks and the YouTubes. Well, I don't know if he's got the YouTubes yet.
No.
I think it's been 3 or 4 years since I came on the Resident Undead, and I had to learn really quick.
Yeah,
As soon as I was on social media, but I didn't utilize social media very much. So
as much as social media pisses me off, most times, 90% of the time, it is a good tool.
Yeah, well, I'm literally only on it these days.
Yeah.
For this,
right?
I get on to watch and share shows that I'm involved with, or on the network, or Resident Undead, or anything like that. Otherwise, I'm out.
So okay, well, let's start over again. Normally when we have, no, I mean that's kind of not going back that far, but when we have guests in, we like to kind of get the origin stories of everybody, like how you got into the paranormal thing.
Okay.
So we'll get to Eric next, since you're kind of newer. You're you got to bust your cherry.
Eric's been here before.
Yeah, we've heard his story. He doesn't believe in ghosts.
I don't even want to tell it now.
How did you get into the paranormal investigation?
Well, the cliche is always I had an experience as a kid.
Okay.
And then mine's literally no different.
Yeah.
The house that my parents are in currently is kind of active. It's not anything horrific to where they're concerned about it, but my sister and I both had a similar experience when we were younger. The house was built in either the late 1890s or the very early 1900s, and the room where my parents' bedroom is now used to be just like our family room or our sitting room, where basically every Christmas decoration we had went during the holidays. So our biggest tree was there. The most lights are in there, so the whole room's lit up. Basically, if you're looking from down the street like a block and a half, you can see this room. But coming down the steps one night, I happened to glance over and literally see two. It was like an older couple, it was man and woman, and they were in period clothing.
Yeah,
and they're linked arms, and they're staring at the Christmas tree in that room.
Oh wow!
And my sister had experienced the same thing, which I didn't know about until after that. But I made like just a slight noise, either trying to go back up or just position myself on the steps, and they both turned to look, and then they were gone. Ooh. So pretty much after that, your parents always at that age, I think I was maybe 6 or 7 years old, they're just like, oh, you're just seeing things. But they come to find out years later, my parents are like, oh yeah, crap happens in our house all the time.
Oh really? That's nice. Just have that validation after the fact.
Well, they had to do the kid thing, like
yeah.
And I didn't move out of their house until 2013, I think. And it was constantly, silverware rustling or footsteps, things being moved. At one point, my mom is a Christmas freak. First of all, she puts decorations everywhere. And I guess someone didn't like where she had put some of the garland in our dining room. She had it up on the chandelier and across some of the mantles. It was all taken down. We had left and went out to dinner or whatever we did, came home, and it was literally all just folded very neatly and sat in the middle of the dining room table.
Oh, that's very polite.
Yeah, I mean,
wow.
So she didn't put that back up. She found somewhere else to put it. But, it really wasn't until high school, I think, that I really started to take that fascination a little bit further.
Yeah.
So I think that was about the time where the shows started. I think Ghost Hunters came out in 2004 or something like that. And then Ghost Adventures toward the end of my high school career. The documentary, of course, but that was when I realized, people can actually go out and look for this stuff.
Yeah. So same for me.
That's why I started doing more research and getting everything together. And then it was 2010, I think I formed my first team, and that lasted for until 2015, 2016, and then got on to Resident Undead, and here we are.
Nice. Awesome.
So.
What about you, Eric? How did you get into all this?
You guys already know my story, and you heard what the big guy said. We don't question him, do we?
I do.
Oh, boy. I think we're going to have to switch chairs. That's what I think is going to have to happen. Clash of the Titans.
It's been a long time coming, Eric.
It's been since the Mad Cop blood.
Hey, real quick, Eric, before you start, I want to say hello to Colette McCarty. She's from Liverpool, UK. Thank you for watching. That's amazing.
Hell yeah.
And Andy Mercer, hello. And Live It Up Videos. Thanks for watching.
Oh,
yeah, we got D Nice and we got Savage. It's nice that Savage took some time out of her day to
thanks for thanks for divulging us with your
energy. I was going to stick around long enough for flashlights tomorrow, but sadly I cannot.
Yeah,
I have to be back for an event tomorrow. But.
Gotcha.
Oh,
gotcha. Got work. So Eric.
Yeah, we're finally talking about me now.
No.
Yeah,
this isn't about it. Okay.
I mean, we can just skip it and just talk to Dave.
You can go downstairs and play with all those robotics people.
Well, maybe I should.
It's like a Lego club or something.
I have no idea, but there were at least 15 people who had no idea what I was doing. So
should have been up. I'm here for the robotics club. He was like robots and stuff.
Savage is like, I literally had nothing better to do.
Thanks, Savage.
Thank you, April, for your honesty. I love you too. What did Denise say anything?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Savage. Yeah. I'll get back to you at Savage. I'll get back to you.
All right.
I really like your
Thanks.
thing happening over there.
I got many colors actually.
Oh.
I wore pink last
multicultural.
week. Yep. I think I wore pink last week. The shiny pink.
Nice. Nicely done.
with his mint green or his rainbow color headphones.
There you go. Savage. Okay, honestly, I'm only here for Eric.
Of course. Thank you.
Brother.
Yeah.
You mean nothing, Dave.
Yeah, I
You
know.
mean nothing.
I'm just not at Madison enough.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you live 3.5 hours away.
Right. All right, Eric, it's your turn, man.
All right, finally.
Yeah.
God bless it. Man.
He's like, I got
Go on
nothing
all
to say.
night.
After all that
You gotta
complaining,
jump
I got
in,
nothing to
man.
say.
You gotta jump in. This is a cutthroat
Stop.
show.
I need to speak.
I don't even want to now.
My name is Eric McGill.
Yeah, turn up the echo so I don't sound like
So this feels special.
Right.
The voice of God.
Yeah.
right. That sound like that dude. There we go.
There he is.
The toilet is empty.
Oh goodness.
All right, so backstory. Same as Dave experienced when I was a child. Lived on a farmhouse, and
Lived on a farmhouse?
yes,
or
I
in a
lived on a
farmhouse?
farmhouse. Lived in a house. Okay, I swear I
just
know
showed up and
English.
flustered the hell out of him.
Well, yeah. I lived in this farmhouse in Streetsboro. I was about 6 years old. I stepped out into the backyard, and there was this tree line of woods kind of off to the left, and some tall grass, weeds off into the distance there. I would say maybe 200, no, yeah, about 200 feet away. Well, this guy come out of the woods, and I remember distinctly what he was wearing. It was like a red jogging suit with white pinstripes down the arms and down the legs. And he was about roughly, I was young, so, don't hold me to this, but I think he's about 6 foot tall, short brown hair. But his distinctive feature was initially how he was moving. His movements were very unnatural. They were like jerky, like that. People who are listening can't see what I'm doing, but they were very, very stop motion animation like, and very jerky and very mechanical almost. So this guy's walking very stiff joint, if that's even a word or a way to describe what I'm remembering.
Stiff jointed. That's a derogatory term.
Okay.
I'm just gonna try to mess with you now.
You're doing a fantastic job.
Tony just said start slapping and punching.
Okay.
You won't like me when I'm angry.
So anyway,
That's the thing. I'm always angry.
I'm just so happy. I usually just do this to Ray.
Right. He's got more targets. I'm Losers.
I'm gluing your rubber. Eat that one.
All right. So you saw Huggy Bear in the field.
Yeah. So this person is walking across the yard as I'm describing, and he looks at me. His eyes are like the size of golf balls, which is huge for eyes, and they're just really just spread wide open. And then it kind of looked like he was grinning at me, but he bared his teeth, and those were huge too. Maybe like 3/8 wide. His teeth were like that wide. His mouth was real wide too. He just kind of looked at me and bared his teeth like that really intensely. And as he walked across the yard towards this tall grass, he kind of started to fall forward, and then he disappeared into the grass before he even hit it. And the grass didn't move. So that terrified me, and I ran into the house, and I was crying and everything. And I got my dad, and he come out because he thought, well, there's some creep out there trying to scare my kid, I showed him where the guy was, where he walked and everything. We couldn't find anything naturally. So I remembered that experience. And just one day I was watching television. I was 12. This is in the 90s. There was a ghost show on. I was like, well, that had to be what I saw.
Yeah.
So that's when my interest was really peaked, And I was like, Dave, I didn't know you could go out and investigate. I just thought it was something that you told people. Right. You talked about people, who had similar experiences that you trusted. So that's what I did. I started kind of talking to people and seeing what, experiences they had. And guess from there, you guys know I kind of did some investigating with other teams before I formed Ectovision.
Right.
And then now I'm with Resident Undead.
Nice.
So you guys kind of know that whole story.
Yeah. So that old story.
So
that whole story, not that old story.
So, you hear that, Adam? The old story? What's this shit?
so Woolever had a nice sweet story, and Eric had the freaking scary ass shit. I would
literally every time you tell that story, it makes me think of what was that thing called? The Grinning Man, that like Indrid Cold or whatever. That? Every time you tell that, that's all I can think of.
It freaks me out.
I had a picture of something I had seen on Netflix. It was this dude, and he looked exactly like him. Oh, the epilogue to that story. I'm sorry. About 2 years ago, I was talking with my parents about this place, and I was describing, what I'd seen to them, and my dad's like, "Oh yeah, I remember when that happened." He goes, "You know what's weird?" And he never told me this before. There was a family that lived there years and years ago, before we had lived there, and we lived there in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
They had a son who was mentally disabled, and he had passed away. And it kind of makes me wonder, like, if this spirit or entity or whatever that was passing through the yard, if he might have appeared that way, maybe because of that, as like a result of that mental disability, and he might have just thought, "Oh, there's a kid. I like kids. I like to play," and he might not have been trying to scare me at all.
No, he was just smiling at you.
Yeah, that was really.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it went less freaky now to me. Said that.
At first, though, man, it's terrifying. For sure.
Freaky inclusive.
Just want to say good evening to Penny Hurst. Thank you for watching. And then going back to the lady from Liverpool, she had a question for us. Would you ever come over to the UK and investigate some very old place?
Absolutely.
Yes. That's not a question.
You can send my ticket to.
Yeah. If you're paying, we'll be there. You don't have to pay us to be there. I mean, it's like $50 a headshot per person if you want it, but
naturally,
just lodging and airfare, and we'll be there.
Yeah, I'm not sure about flying, so I'll need a cruise ship.
While we're at it, that passport thing.
Yeah, right. There might be a little thing with to the government you have to clear up for me before I come over.
All right, we're gonna start a GoFundMe page for us to come to you. So.
Yeah,
but definitely Colette. Yeah, that is actually a big bucket list thing. I would love to go to the UK. I mean, Ireland, Scotland, England, that whole area, Wales.
You couldn't even walk anywhere. I mean, everywhere is just history.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole damn country's haunted.
I want to get into Greyfriars so bad.
Oh, dude, there's so much to see and do and investigate.
Yeah,
you probably like you at home just probably see shit. Ghosts walking around in the field.
Right.
But
dude, if I would have saw that as a kid, I would have freaked out forever.
If I saw that now, I'd quit.
Well, it did freak me out, man.
Yeah.
It did.
It was pretty. I mean, it must have been a big deal because you just described it to a T, very detailed.
Yeah, traumatizing. Actually, that's why I remember it.
Now we know.
Yeah,
so you're popping pills and all that kind of stuff now.
Right.
You're gonna have a Halloween costume.
He's like this at night every night. Oh, yeah, help me.
There you go.
Back here to see the smiling man. I don't.
You have golf ball eyes. No, size sometimes.
Colette says, "Come and investigate with her team. I'm there. We'll do it." Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you media field trip?
Yeah. Just tell me where I'm going.
Right.
By this point, that's all I do.
If we put
hey, are you going to be here? Well, I guess I am.
We tape a bunch of what's that tape that Adam uses on everything?
Oh, Flex Seal.
Flex Seal. If we could Flex Seal a bunch of rowboats together,
yes,
we'll be there in no time.
We'll make it a cruise trip. There's a new one where it's clear and he does a glass boat.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Mm.
He makes a boat out of glass.
Wow.
Titanic 2.
Titanic
Are we booking?
Yes, I saw that. I saw that. I'm hoping that the radar and stuff's better than.
Yeah. Let's build this ship. Let's follow the same route.
And
nothing will go wrong.
Right.
Although that global warming thing.
Yeah, the icebergs might be a little bit smaller.
You're also
they might be a lot more out there.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
you're supposed to
Just put an icebreaker on the front of it.
Yeah.
No, really, you're supposed to taunt God before you get on the
There
Titanic.
you go.
You can't sink this time.
You got the lava iceberg coming at you then.
Right?
Why is that iceberg on
Got
fire?
our boy Dustin Garrison saying hello. What's up, Dustin?
What's up, Dustin?
This team is going to be investigating at the Lavaca County Jail in what? Howlettsville, Texas. He's got a lot of cool places down there. He checks. He was showing me some pictures of another location he frequents, and I got to get out of Ohio. I love Ohio to death because there's so much to do in Ohio.
Yeah,
there is, and
got to spread out a little bit.
It's too
there's
far.
so many well-known haunted locations in this part of the U.S.
Yeah.
And in
I
Ohio,
still say I'll still
It's a haunted state.
Ohio is
Yeah.
extremely notably haunted. So
Yeah, I always tell everybody Ohio is the most haunted state in the Union.
yeah, in the Union.
I tell everybody that. I have nothing to back it up, but I tell everybody that too.
Yeah, that's because we're proud,
Yeah.
and we're always right too.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are. That is true.
All right, so we got your origin story. So here we are, back with Resident Undead.
Yeah.
Obviously, you guys got a lot coming up. Probably can't indulge us with any info.
Nope.
So let's talk
We
about
can, but we just don't want to.
That's smart. We'll use it against you.
Yeah. So let's talk about your other project, the one I'm very interested in.
Haunted heads.
Haunted Heads. Yeah. It's called Dining with the Dead.
Well, that's would have been back in the day when we all got that the casting call for Naked and the Paranormal.
Yeah.
From Naked and Afraid book.
Yeah. Whatever happened to that
Floating
one? So you guys got a new project coming out shortly.
Very
hopefully,
shortly.
very soon. Our Haunted Minds.
Yes.
Tell us what this is about.
Yeah.
You want me? I did it yesterday.
Yeah, but you're better at it than I am.
I just lie. Nobody knows because we haven't released the video yet.
Well, there you go. It's a win-win for you.
Yeah, that's right.
Hello, Letty. We love you, Letty.
Hey, Letty. So, Haunted Minds, yes. The show is about Dave and I going off to different locations, and we are trying things that we haven't tried before that kind of plague our minds or haunt our minds. And I guess we're just doing a lot of different things.
Experiments and things.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's a
think
good show.
Becca
Thank you,
put it
everybody.
best. Once we go on, and like I said on Sean's show yesterday,
Mm.
once the first episode, the Madison Seminary episode, is out, you can almost expect relatively the same format, but drastically different from place to place.
Okay.
If I'm out of turn, please stop me at any point.
Mhm.
Just a lot of the ideas that we have, and it's going to vary from place to place. So we're going to have to obviously vary what we do.
Right.
So
you're investigating. What is there? Is there Our Haunted Minds? Where does that come? The mind part come in?
Oh, okay. That's probably what I haven't explained very well purposefully.
Is it because you can't talk about it?
No, we can't talk about it. We can
Is this
talk
like
about
Fight
it.
Club?
Yeah, well, if
the
we
one
tell
rule
you-
about haunted minds, is you
Yeah.
can't talk about haunted minds.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry about that.
Just throw
Just
stuff,
breaking
man.
everything.
Get mad and break things, and then I'll talk.
Fine,
Yeah.
we can't talk about anything. God, why did you invite you guys?
I quit.
So
Bring me M&Ms. There's brown ones in the. I'm just kidding. All right, so where does
Eric's done talking.
I'm done.
he needs his energy
Guys,
shot.
just-
I quit again.
You just keep interrupting me. You can't take this pressure.
I'm starting to sweat,
You know,
guys.
most people just take those all at once.
Yes.
See,
What's
if
that?
I
I'd sip
save
on them.
What is it? Oh, a 5 hour?
Yeah.
See, if I took those, my heart would explode.
I know, mine too. I'm on blood pressure medication
yeah.
for a reason.
This just normalizes me. This is half-hour energy as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I used to drink 3 of those at a time.
I used to drink one, and all it did was give me heartburn.
Well, yeah, you do get heartburn.
You don't want to drink 3 of those and be at work.
No.
Like buzzing
Depends
around
on where you work.
Got any of that 5-hour energy?
I hid some in your desk so I wouldn't drink it. I know it's in there.
So the mind part of our haunted lands.
The mind part of this has a lot of different meanings, actually. It's anything that we want to try that haunts our minds. It's anything that, well, we've described this a couple of times, and I always lose my train of thought here. It's anything that any place we want to go, anything we want to do. It's a lot of. It has a lot of different meanings.
Yeah.
And as we start to release more and more episodes, I think it'll kind of make more sense to everybody.
There'll be a theme.
Okay.
Yeah. So and Dave and I have been talking about different things that we want to try with the production and in the investigations to try to maybe bring people into our investigations in interesting ways from home.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, okay.
It's like some things we can probably talk about, maybe like how we wanted to do some live experiments at some point, possibly.
Yep. Oh, okay.
Something that we haven't seen tried. Like, I mean, you have, but not like what we are going to do.
Right.
We have some really interesting things to try live. Just and if it fails, it fails. You know, that's how it is. We want to keep it all as legit and real as possible. Yeah. So people will see us either fail on our faces or, you know, succeed at whatever. Right. So
that would make it entertaining, actually.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going to happen.
We don't know what's going to happen. For all we know, we'll get cut off midstream.
Which tends to happen.
Which if we're not doing well, it's a favor.
I can't imagine you guys not doing well, so I'm not even going to worry about that.
No, well, I appreciate
the nicest
that.
thing you've ever said to me.
That's about it, too.
Actually, he was talking to me, and it just deflected and went that way a little bit.
I felt the breeze.
It was nice.
That's about it. Everybody gets one.
Yes.
Uncle Guido said, "Great nude investigating."
Hey,
don't get so excited, brother.
let me lose that 100 pounds my doctor's talking about.
He's probably at work like, "Excuse me, everybody, I got to use the restroom. I'll be right back." Man Mountain, dropping trout, going ghost hunting.
Hey,
hi, Caitlin.
Most everyone in my college dorm saw me naked. So
yeah, most everybody.
You know what? I do have a couple of teasers.
Do it.
About this upcoming episode. Denise Smith plays a role in this upcoming episode.
Nice.
Yep. And we have two other Mad Crew people. Should I say who
nice.
they are?
Sure.
One of them is April Savage.
Savage.
She is cut on you the whole time?
Huh? Did she leave already?
I don't know.
Oh, man.
She's another one that doesn't have the guts to come here. Now Woolever's blown that for me.
Oh, yeah. I can't defend April now because she's not here. I don't know what to say.
Oh, she's probably on there.
Yeah, she's just hiding in the background.
Well, that's the perfect.
All right, we have one other Mad Crew member. Ashley Swatowski.
Oh,
so
interesting.
They make appearances in this.
Swatowski. It's like I saw Swatowski.
So they make appearances in our video, and they play pretty big roles in it.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
Cool. Awesome Mad Crew showing up. Nice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and we had a lot of people from the community actually make an appearance in the video.
Madison came out big for us.
Oh, it was weird.
Oh, yeah? Historical Society came out?
No. Oh, yeah.
Didn't ask, in fact.
Oh, why? So they just follow you around and tell you how you're wrong about everything?
Yep.
That never happened here.
Sorry. Dave was like, hi, and they're like, you're wrong.
if we go into that, I will probably get in trouble. So.
Yeah.
All of us would, I think, at this point.
Strike that from the record. It's live, sir.
April said, continue, Eric. So she is still watching.
Oh.
Of course.
That I just teased. That's it. Now I got nothing else. If I tell anymore, then everyone will know.
Yeah.
I said those are the people that played a role in the video. Oh, but I guess I didn't say enough about the town that came out. Denise put that together.
That's awesome.
We had a lot of people come out for that. Mm-hmm.
I'm sure we can't get April to start talking about it because she can't shut up.
Oh, savage.
Well,
Calling me out.
I hope she gets you.
She might. She might.
Yeah.
She'll come after me.
Good.
Sean Gilmore chiming in. He says he's jealous. I don't know what you're jealous of, brother. What are you jealous of, man? You got everything. Whatever you got, I want.
Oh,
you guys were on his show last night. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
Good
thank
show.
you.
It was fun to watch.
I had a
long time.
I had a bear of a time with my audio. You guys, I was talking to you about that
great.
earlier.
That was perfect.
Yeah, all I heard
Eric's
was
talking,
TikTok
and then
and
we
kitty
look over
cat
and
the
he's
whole
like,
night.
Eric, are you there?
I was watching the beginning and Eric wasn't
Did he
talking.
have a stroke?
Yeah, right.
Oh, he's just frozen.
Yeah, I was trying to watch it, and I was clicking my video up, and I'm just not smart enough.
Well, the only thing couldn't get up.
No.
Hi-oh.
He went there.
Zing.
Who have you been talking to?
Where did we just go?
I got effects. I got bells. We got zings.
Still need a laser sound effect.
I know. Well, there it is.
That works. That works.
I
Just
got
have
a-
you call in every Thursday. I'll just go like this, and you go pew.
I got a lightsaber sound effect on my watch.
Works.
Not
That's
where
a good
I thought you were
story.
going with that
Oh.
either. I got one too,
Oh,
Oh, that hurts, April.
Oh no. Oh, sorry, Eric.
what'd she say?
She said Woolever is now her favorite.
Yes.
What?
It's just this.
Is it because he's bigger and more handsome?
Why settle for the man when she can have the man mountain?
Oh, okay.
She's just trying to be savage.
Yeah, I get it.
Trying.
I'm bowing out.
Yeah.
I don't know her well enough to make those jokes.
Oh, I should run. I should run. I'm in trouble next time
I think
I'm
it's
there.
time for a paranormal celebrity death match.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even going back to Madison Seminary now.
She'll get me.
It's all right.
She'll
We
get
got
me.
Fairfield now, right?
Right.
Which I was at earlier today.
So yeah, just so
Uh-oh.
in case you guys are not in the know, and you should be because it's been all over social media.
The best part was knowing for like the last 6 months.
Yeah. Like I had inklings. He's like teased me with it and kind of told me it was in the works, but now that he actually put it out there on social media, Adam Kimmel, owner of Madison County. He's owner of Madison County. King
out,
of
London.
Madison Seminary has now purchased and is running the Fairfield
County
Infirmary.
Yep. Or the Clarence E. Miller building, however you want to get.
It's one of those places that's got like a million names, a million different. Yeah.
But
I'd like to call it Clarence.
however, we won't be changing the name to any kind of infirmary / asylum /
Right.
whatever else that's not above the doorway.
Nice. Nicely put.
Was that in reference to something?
Oh no.
Very nice. Very nicely put.
Are there sigils all over the place? Are there
Oh, there better not be. I tell you what.
the Satan
all
shuffleboard?
those-
I was
all
like, is
those-
there a haunted
all those-
shuffleboard?
All those demon languages.
Yeah. Ugh.
But do you guys have? I'm interested because I watched the episode of Destination Fear was there.
Yeah.
Which is an amazing episode, and like when that came out, and I kind of knew something was going on, but I saw that episode. That place looks amazing. How did you feel about it when you walked in there?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Because we were first there. Was it last summer that
Mhm.
we filmed Are You There?
Yeah.
And even back then, I think Habitat had just taken it over not long before we filmed there.
If they had it, wouldn't been
It
for
was-
very
it was
long.
very little time.
Yeah.
So they hadn't really been in there much to do anything. But
Mhm.
it was even then it's a gnarly feeling you get walking through those halls.
Mhm.
It's a lot. I would say it's a lot different than any other place that I've been so far. Just from walking into it,
Yeah.
That's pretty
not
cool.
counting actually stirring things up and getting the ball.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So you won't be disappointed when you go.
Oh, I cannot wait to go. we're gonna get down there as soon as we can and help out, do whatever, and it won't be as much as we can in Madison just because it's like an hour, 2 hours.
Now you know how I feel, you jerks.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, see, my brother lives in Columbus.
Adam,
so I got a place to stay.
Akron, Ohio.
Yes, buy something here.
Yeah. Next Target. We'll run the joint for you. But no, I can't wait to get down there. Just like watching it on Destination Fear and like just watching them walk through, it's just like there's something going on there. It feels when do you guys have something playing?
I've been hearing it in my headphones.
Yeah.
It could be this one.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's all I was checking. Is my media off?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think mine's turned off. Oh, there's toilet paper down here too. Look at that.
We're always prepared.
I don't see the lubricant.
It's in there.
Nice.
But I haven't seen like the overall like property. Is he walking into another like? Is there a lot of work to be done to keep this place running, or is it pretty?
There's some work to be done, but not horrible. I'll say that.
Okay.
There are some things that we're going to have to do as we go along, but it can be very feasibly handled. So,
and like, how is the overall feel from the community?
So far, so good.
Yeah.
We did a meet and greet last year before we filmed, which sadly I didn't get to attend.
That's where that lady heard that thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that came out for that and were very interested.
I saw it was pretty crazy crowd.
Yeah, and as soon as people saw that someone was filming there, we had some locals just stream in throughout the day until we were getting ready to start the actual investigation and just telling us all their stories and what they had heard and what's passed down, and heard some interesting things from some officials today.
Really?
Actually, so
as far as like activity at the building, or
as far as physical things to do with the building.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I'll tell you after this.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I was telling Adam that we have the Dark Alley Columbus group actually, and we probably have some volunteers for them. I just got to get.
Yeah, how far is that from Columbus?
Not terribly far,
because it's technically Lancaster.
It's about an hour from me.
Okay,
and I'm about 40-ish minutes south of Columbus.
Okay,
so
I think they're closer to Columbus.
The Madison trip.
Yeah. So that's definitely doable for them if they want to get.
Yeah, I just got to get them all together.
Yeah,
because Adam told me to go ahead and green light, and Bethany said,
it's just Dark Alley trying to spread their wings and
from where I'm
Infect
staying
us all?
currently. I think the infirmary is like 2 hours and 40 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's a bit of a drive for us up here.
3-hour hike for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get down there and check it out.
That's when that's when RU kind of threw Eric to the fire.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, you want to come down?
Oh, that was my first time. That was amazing.
Oh yeah.
I got out of my car and everybody started dry humping me like immediately. It was great.
Nice action on the first date.
Adam was singing my name. He comes up. He goes, Eric McGill.
Adam's quite the character. I've been trying to get him back on the show.
Oh,
It needs to be a
he's a good
cast
time.
member.
He's a good time.
So, are there planning any events coming up there shortly, or they got work to do first? Or
I think we've got some work to do. There are some things planned, and I'm not sure what all I can dive into because nothing's set in stone yet.
All right.
There will more than likely be a FCI con, just because that's how we do things. But I don't know how set that is yet.
Gotcha.
So.
Cool. That's all. I'm excited for the new location.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
It really is a great place, and Lancaster's a great town.
Yeah.
There's so much in like the historic downtown. There's restaurants. There's a lot.
Is
of
it a big town or?
It's not huge, but there's a lot of character there.
Oh,
so
nice. That's cool.
There's plenty to do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, cool. Yeah. That's awesome, and hopefully, it helps them bolster up their tourism a little bit.
I think, the folks that we were talking to earlier today they seemed pretty excited about it. So,
yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Hello, Carrie Lynn.
Excited.
Thank you for watching the show tonight. She says hi, boys.
Hello.
Tony said that April's gonna hurt me.
Good.
April's gonna kill.
I'll pay to watch that.
Well, yeah.
She doesn't have the guts.
You turned her against me. You ruined my life.
I told you, man. I'm all about the dark side.
Yeah.
Something dark side.
Every week it comes out at
Yeah,
least
it
once.
does.
Every time I see him. If it's not you, it's one of our teammates.
It's Sean last week.
That's hilarious.
Ohio, Carrie.
Lancaster, Ohio, Gary. I don't think it'd be Pennsylvania. Gotta watch out for the Amish mafia.
And I think there's a pronunciation difference between
really?
Ohio and Pennsylvania. Like I used to say Lancaster a lot just because that's you know, how I think about it. People are like, no, it's Lancaster.
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 Yeah.
Because I did see a comment the other day on our episode on YouTube that a woman was like, "Oh God, I cringe every time I hear him say the name of the town."
Yeah.
It's like, well, we can tell Adam all we want to, but he's gonna pronounce things however he pronounces things.
Well, I know Eric could probably understand that too because we're kind of like around from the Manaway area.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Manawa.
It's Mantua. I mean, that's named after Romeo and Juliet, town of Mantua, Italy. But everybody from the town calls it Manaway.
Right.
Manaway. There's no
Manaway.
T in it.
It's Manaway.
I got some new disses on Pennsylvania, but I won't say them on the air.
No disses. New disses.
You know how
Really?
I feel about Pennsylvania.
The
There's
same way you
so
feel
much
about
Pennsylvania between us and everything that needs to be done.
Yes.
Like it's just. I remember in college, I was in the marching 110 down in Athens, and we were taking a trip up to MetLife to play at a Giants. I think it was Giants Seahawks game.
Ooh.
And we were on the bus for what felt like 14 days going across Pennsylvania to get to New Jersey.
Yes.
And I've never been so happy to see New Jersey in my life.
Nice.
You don't know that. I'm the same way whenever we go through there. Yeah. They can't decide how they want to spell their name. When they were signing the Declaration of Independence and going through there, they used to spell it with one end, and some states spelled it with two ends. They can't even make up their mind how to spell Pennsylvania. Not only that, wasn't Philadelphia like the center of all the
Brotherly love.
Yeah.
When the United States was forming? They picked Harrisburg for their state capital. They have Philadelphia.
Yeah.
There.
That's Philadelphia.
Now we're done.
All right, now we can go on.
Are you quite done, sir?
No, but
Carrie says she's actually she works in Lancaster.
There you go.
Lancaster.
You got to get that southern in you.
Lancaster.
It's pronounced Lancaster.
Lancaster.
Right.
Lancaster.
It's like my town is called a Washington courthouse, but if you actually speak like I usually do, when I'm not on a radio show, it's usually Washington. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I grew most of my family's from Bentleyville, Pennsylvania. My mom's side of the family, which is in Washington County. Everything's wash rag, wash towel.
Rag, yeah.
Mike.
You got creeks and
Cricks, yeah. Gum bands instead of rubber bands.
down in the hollers.
Gum bands.
What?
Gum
Gum
bands.
bands?
Yeah.
You guys chew those?
No.
I had some family from down around a place called Tar Holler.
Oh, yeah? Nice.
Tar Holler.
See, I grew up in Port Clinton.
I love Port Clinton, by the way.
Oh, yeah, it's great, isn't it?
We used to vacation there constantly.
Yep, that's where I grew up. And you know how we pronounce it? Port Clinton.
There you go.
Port Clinton.
Everybody keeps saying I think I say Brooklyn whenever I say it. Well, all right, I'm going to say I'm from Port Clinton.
Hey, I'm swimming here.
I'm swimming here.
All right. Letty says that she's having trouble hearing us every once in a while. Everybody else says they're fine.
Weather keeps knocking the signal.
Well, Letty's up there. She's like by the lake.
Yeah.
She's around the Madison, Painesville, Northeast Ohio area.
Yes.
So it might be on your end there, Letty. Sorry. You're one of our top fans.
Yep. Oh, Laura, Carrie loves Port Clinton.
What's that?
I said Carrie loves Port Clinton.
I thought you said you hated Western Ohio. Or
No, I said
Ohio.
Northwestern Ohio is filled with idiots.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I'm from
Sorry
North.
for all of you listening.
No. Let me
Ohio.
do my little thing. I'm from Northwest Ohio, and I'm the biggest idiot.
There
Ah.
you go.
Okay.
Fix that right up.
Last night on Sean's show, I'm guessing we lost 500 followers on the RU Media work page, and tonight
What?
we just
from
lost
TikTok.
500 more.
From
Yeah, TikTok kitty cat.
Oh, man.
What?
Yeah, it was a weird thing. I couldn't hear all of it because my audio kept
Yeah.
breaking in and out
That
when
was
I
when
was
he-
trying
that
to
was
hear.
when his video feed stroked out.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
bad.
really?
Yeah.
TikTok
When
kitty cat.
I was frozen with this face
Yeah.
for like I don't know, like a half hour. They're like,
Yeah.
Eric, you okay? And I'm like,
Yeah.
the whole time.
Maybe he's just constipated.
All right. Well,
Just hold on. All right. Just hold on.
I guess
Yeah.
I got to make an official policy. I'm sorry, Dad.
An official policy.
Apology.
It's a policy for an apology.
Apology. But Dad, I am the biggest idiot from Northwest Ohio. So
Dennis Michael Wagner from Salem, West Virginia. Hello, sir.
Yep.
Hey,
Hearing
hey.
us all loud and clear. Thank you.
well, they're closer to the equator.
Oh my God.
That's science. Hey, turn on my thing.
That-
Science.
Michael's one of our lead investigators.
It's true, guys.
Because he's special.
It's true. It's true.
Eric's doing a TikTok with me. I'm lost, guys. I'm losing
Yeah.
control of my show.
Trust me.
Who the hell's TikTok Kitty?
Don't
Who
know.
is TikTok Kitty?
No, Sean got convinced that he's going to get Eric on the TikTok.
Because-
TikTok. app.
Because I can run and click my heels. I don't know. I don't know what that like. He saw me do that on an investigation.
Well, you're Irish.
When your feed stopped, he said you were a really good dancer.
I'm an idiot dancer. You know, I'm you ever see that video on YouTube where it says, white people dancing to Bon Jovi and they're doing the clog dance? That's what I look like.
I would very much like to see this.
Oh, it's gonna. If ever I did anything like that, no one would ever love me again.
I would.
Hey, just real quick, I want to say hello to Susan. Hello. She's saying hello, dear souls. Hello, soul, dear soul.
You don't even know me.
Dennis Michael says they are making a movie called Constipated. Okay.
I don't know if I'd watch that or not.
Although it hasn't come out yet. Ha ha.
Some of us watched Human Centipede and enjoyed it. I wasn't one of them, but some of us did.
Eric loved Human Centipede.
Fun fact: if he was in the centipede, he'd be the tickler.
Oh my God. Yes.
But this is internet radio.
Yeah.
No rules,
Right.
right?
Like nobody's.
So this
coming
whole
in,
walking and being able to click your heels thing, that's paranormal.
Yeah, I did it.
You're
I'm-
Irish. That's an Irish thing, right?
Right. I can cut a jig.
There you go. So it's in his blood.
He's touring with Celtic women.
He's Lord of the Dance.
Lord of the Downs.
I'm from Lancaster, Ireland.
I'm from Lancaster, Ireland. I could click my heels while they walk.
TikTok.
TikTok.
There you go. See?
TikTok, sir.
It's all adding up.
I'm a wee laddie. Just light on my feet.
Oh, I'm never going to be allowed in Northwest Ohio again. TikTok.
Okay, people are getting a kick out of that.
While holding a kitty.
Also, there's another fun thing I think we could talk about from our haunted minds.
Say it.
The fact that we film in the car and we're in his car,
Yeah.
and you've seen his car and you've seen me.
Oh,
Wait, say that again?
Yeah, it's a.
in other words,
Okay.
it looks like a clown car when Dave gets in.
Yeah.
His feet are hanging out. He's sitting there all like,
I'm sitting
I
like
can't turn
this
my head.
in his car.
Yeah.
We got something in the budget. You guys can rent something, right?
Yeah,
A bigger.
I don't know.
You
Well,
all-
I have a minivan now, I guess.
We're a shoestring operation, man.
Yeah.
Hand to mouth. It really is.
Well, if you would get some videos going on TikTok, you might be getting some
There
money.
you go.
Yeah, apparently.
TikTok famous.
I'm getting.
Oh,
we're
it's pretty
trying
much-
to hype it up.
It's
We're
pretty
trying
much
to
like
hype it up.
it's like a new weird version of Vine. Remember Vine?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah, but it's overwhelming with the young millennials doing a lot of
Just like Vine was.
It just We're Vine.
It's just one of those.
Vine
things.
was. They actually had some interesting content creators on Vine. But,
yeah, and a lot of them. Well, once the original
Yeah.
Vine, that's where you see the influx of
Yeah.
the YouTube population. But
TikTok is just overwhelming with the 18-year-olds just trying to show their boobs without really showing their boobs and dancing.
that's what I do
all it
every
is.
day.
that's
Yeah.
you stole my joke. I was right.
I mean, all these do is just trying to show
I
their
was
boobs.
right on the edge.
Why don't they just do it? I mean, it's not
Well,
that hard.
I've always said that I can't take selfies because I can't show my cleavage.
Oh,
There you go.
Oh, nobody
Boobs.
wants to see my cleavage.
Boobs.
Boobs.
Susan Jane says she's from Australia. I apologize. Australia.
mhm.
Down under.
Way
Um,
different countries, man.
Yeah, way different. Susan Jane, love your accents. Like our normal accents?
Or Ray's fake ones.
Or Ray trying to be somebody else's accents? But thank you for watching. It's awesome, like
Mhm.
seeing that people from outside the country are watching us.
Yeah.
And it's getting
Thank
there.
you all just while we're here. Thank
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah, thank
for
you.
supporting the RU Media Network.
Yes.
Thank you guys for
Yeah.
coming onto the network.
Yeah.
Thank everyone for everything
Yeah.
because literally we started with the RU Radio Network and that was
Mhm.
basically just for us to record like some behind the scenes
Mhm.
podcasts for the Resident Undead episodes. And then the idea sprang up for the Media Network. Actually, it started springing up around the time that you showed up.
Yeah.
And I'm super proud of it so far. And
Good.
Hopefully, 2020 is going to
And that's all. The only reason we're doing
even
this
better.
is to make you happy.
Well, that's exactly.
Try harder.
All right, man.
Try harder.
No, I mean we got a lot of great shows on. I mean,
We do.
Yeah, and it's you got Ashley Storm. Her show's amazing. Storming the Unknown. Sean and Zarina with Into the Abyss podcast.
And if you go to college,
Justin
you can
Brown.
listen to Justin Brown.
Yeah, if you go to college and
Yeah.
Actually,
I
you have
love
to get,
Justin's shows.
and
you
earn
need
a PhD in parapsychology and physics and quantum
We have
physics.
the Wells on Saturdays also.
Yes, they're newer. They've been on for about a month, I think.
Mhm.
Great shows. I'm sure we got some new ones coming.
Yeah, we're still looking at some more video content. We've got
Yeah.
Our Haunted Minds, obviously.
Mhm.
We're still kind of in the works for. We had like a Mad Crew Moments little series that we're still kind of in the pre-production phase on.
I pitched a concept to you, didn't I? A concept show.
I don't remember. So you know how many people talk to me every day.
You filmed it with me.
Sorry,
yeah, we did.
Ow.
Please tell me there's
I don't remember my strength sometimes.
please tell me there's a talking car in it.
No.
No.
Unless you're talking about me. I forgot about that. Yeah.
I did pitch
what was
that.
the concept? What was the idea?
We can't say it.
We
now.
can't
You
now.
son of a! Why do I have you guys on? You can't talk about
We
anything.
can't talk about anything. I don't know why you invited
I will
us
say
on
it's
here.
more. It's a more comedic
Oh.
side.
Mhm.
You can't have comedy
all
and
of this
fun and
crazy stuff.
paranormal.
No.
So
Absolutely not.
like our show, but with more class.
Barely.
Barely. Like a sea hair, just by a sea hair.
So real quick, Susan James from Australia says,
Kangaroo.
"Blessings, guys, you spunky guys." She says she's an empath, and so she feels us. She feels like the energy in our show. So I'm glad that we are entertaining you, and we do have a good time. We always try to have a good time, and we do laugh in the paranormal. We have a good time in the paranormal.
I'm gonna start putting sigils up.
Yeah,
It's gonna be great.
As much as I try, I cannot be serious.
Yeah.
Lore Helms
You know,
from
if you
Ohio.
can't
though.
have fun doing the things that you love doing, why do it?
Exactly.
So
My only qualm with this whole thing right now, what I do here for the show, is the fact that I can't do it for a living.
That would be great.
Because this is the most fun that I've had doing any kind of hobby or anything that I do.
Mhm.
yeah,
It's like to the point where I get up every morning and I think about what we're going to do next. I'm still not the greatest organizer, and I'm still horrible at booking guests. It's like I wait for 2 days before. Hey, you want to be on the show?
Yeah.
And then you got me that doesn't do anything but sit here.
Yeah. Then I gotta.
I sit there and watch him set up. I'm like, oh,
He's like the Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
Hopefully for 2020 we'll be. I'm kind of honing in on my marketing skills a little bit, learning from the greatest, which is Becca, who we've had to learn from the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
God, yes.
And then learning just from my everyday job.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can come into maybe some sponsors throughout the year and try to start growing this a little bit more and hopefully make everybody happy.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
Well, you mentioned possibly doing something event-wise. I know that.
Here we go.
You gotta
More
keep reminding me.
But we can't talk about it though.
Yeah, we can't talk about it.
Well, that's why I'm encryptive about it. You know.
One thing about
I
RU
had
Media
the,
Network.
I had the idea of, I saw VidiSpace trying a film festival. I thought maybe we could do something like that for the
I don't know
Media
what just
Network.
happened, but we
Any
just jumped
kind
up
of-
almost 30 viewers.
Wow. I had an error loading. I'll have to reload mine. But some kind of a film festival, just some kind of event that the Media Network hosts that we can get some people at and
That'd be cool.
show some support,
Yeah.
have some of the shows there. And,
Yeah. Now, Mike and I actually been talking these for our group. We love the history aspect of what we do in the paranormal, and obviously that what draws us to like Madison Seminary and places like that.
Which we always say this is actually the Madison Seminary show.
Yeah, it comes up every week, no matter what we're talking about.
And I'm sure Fairfield will be in there too.
Yeah, it's got to be the official.
Once you guys go to Fairfield, you won't want to stop talking about it.
Yeah,
I haven't stopped talking about it since we filmed there.
Nice.
Yeah, it's wickedly haunted.
That's awesome.
And we already said last night, episode number 2 for Our Haunted Minds is obviously going to be.
Yeah.
Oh,
Madison
cool.
County.
Awesome.
So
Very cool. But yeah, we're looking at just doing like YouTube content, like half an hour or 40 minutes an episode.
But just
And
about the place, basically.
Just doing the history and like kind of blending a little bit of the paranormal in and maybe a little bit of live investigating.
But very minimal on
But
that.
minimal, just like EVPs or something like that. But really kind of just like
The history
the
of the
history
place.
is the pinpoint.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just something, that idea that I think we're gonna.
It's actually almost going to
working
be
on.
a commercial for any place that we do it for.
Yeah, right. It's gonna be like a haunted travels, like a haunted historical travel, like vlog. Which we thought was kind of, and it'd be a little bit easier to edit. As we're trying to learn all this new stuff.
Yeah.
Because just the radio thing, trying to podcast live and then operate an internet radio show at the same time. It's like trying to get everything integrated and learned. It's just been
Basically, I just text Ray throughout the day of my ideas that are our ideas. Like we worked through them, but like I was like at like 2:00.
I'm like, yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's do that.
Mike shows up and asks, "Are you done yet?"
Yeah, have you finished the show yet?
You text them back, it just automatically responds, "I'm busy."
Oh, I used to be a funeral director. Are you saying we're?
You're saying we're dead?
She's listening. Basically, I missed the comment before. She said, "Be yourself, guys," because we're kind of talking about enjoying what we do as creators, content creators, and what you guys do with Resident Undead. I mean, it's, if I can make this a living, and I'm sure you guys felt the same way. If we could do this for a living, it'd be amazing.
Yep.
I'd be happy guy.
Yeah. In the meantime, we just raise awareness and have fun with it, I guess.
All right, so now you're messing with me because your last comment's yes, and then your next one's no. I don't know what's going on anymore.
I think Susan's messing with us. But yeah, and I pitched you that idea the last time I had you on too about dining with the dead.
Yeah.
I made him pitch that idea.
Yeah, because it's something I've always talked about with like different people and one person I actually trust that I found out actually tried to pitch that show to like Travel Channel or something. And like, it's like he forgot that he even talked to me about it. Because he's like, "Hey man, I just pitched a show and it's about traveling around America and hitting these different like haunted diners."
And you're like, wait.
Like it's like Triple D meets Ghost Hunters, and I'm like,
Well,
I remember. Oh, that sounds great. asshole. Like, that's my idea, bro.
So we never say our ideas out loud.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I just did. So now somebody else is going to throw it, and I'm going to see it on Travel Channel or freaking Destination America.
I tell all of Ray's ideas out loud and keep mine secret.
Yeah, that's what you do. That's what you do.
I feel left out. I'm just going to start.
Well, we used to have to take a break at the 9 o'clock.
Right. We'll be right back. The show's not over. We need to take a potty break.
Yeah.
So now we're set.
Hey, we're set.
Oh, Miss Ashley Swakowski is on.
She doesn't even care about us. She just said hi, Kathy.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's like we're not even here.
Yeah.
How do you say your name? Swatowski?
Swatowski.
Look at me trying to.
Swatowski is in
Now
our
use my
haunted
spectacles.
minds.
Now she said hi, guys. Like we called her out.
Oh, yeah. We're second to Mama Kathy. We understand. Kathy's a wonderful person.
Mm-hmm.
And Dennis says business at the funeral home must be pretty dead lately.
Is this the guy?
Ba-dum-bum.
Is that the guy that did the constipation one?
The what?
The constipation joke?
Yes.
You trying to take my job, dude? Yep, it was him.
Spot on.
So do you guys, I mean, you guys are doing all this stuff.
Mhm.
Do you guys have time yourselves to actually do any, like, just investigating anymore? Or is it pretty much you're always doing it with a video?
If I'm at
camera.
Madison once in a while after
Yeah.
the crowd leaves, I'll pop around
Yeah.
and mess around a little bit. But
At Scooby-Doo time?
Short answer.
we Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what that
Simple answer for me
meant.
is nope.
Yeah, right.
I didn't even know what that meant. Shelly came up to me and said, "Hey, we're gonna go Scooby Doo," and I went, "What? Is that an innuendo, or what are you trying to do to me?"
You're like, yeah, your eyes get all big.
Scooby snacks involved?
Yeah.
Mm.
Your eyes get all big. You're like, Ruby, Ruby, Roo.
I told Ray he should start wearing an ascot like Fred.
There you go.
That means you need to start wearing the green V-neck T-shirt.
Yeah. I can't wear a V-neck T-shirt. It just doesn't look right on me.
Sean's so exciting that he could be Scooby Doo. He's just like all over the place. Perfect. Scooby Doo.
Scooby Doo. Scooby Doo. Bop 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 bop.
So, you guys have any paranormal questions for our guests?
Yes.
Did
This is a good
Ashley
time.
hear that I gave her a shout out and she's going to be in our haunted minds?
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
sure she heard it.
Did you hear it, Ashley? Did you hear it?
Did you
It
hear
made
it?
the
Did you
cut.
hear it? April divorced me over whatever I said. I don't even know what I said.
And somehow I became the favorite.
Yeah, that
Hey,
happened.
man.
That happened quickly.
I
like-
would be a favorite.
I like to take her name tag when I'm there.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I do.
They took it. Somebody took and hid my
Mhm.
my tag, and I was wearing some dude I didn't even know. Oh, there we go. Phone call.
I bet you right now, Gilmore.
Is it Gilmore?
Yeah, Sean, I can't. I don't know.
We got too much stuff going on. We can't figure this out right now. It's gonna mess everything up.
That's right.
Sean, you there? Because somehow your telephone ID popped up. Yeah, it
Sean,
said Sean Gilmore on the telephone.
Sean, you're the only one that calls this show.
What's that? No, you're
Oh,
fine.
no.
I hear you.
Oh, I just lost everything.
Hello.
Everybody's gone.
Crap.
There we are.
There we are.
Are you still on, Sean? Nope.
All
Sean,
right.
you still there? Sean,
Bye.
we
Yeah,
got.
we
yeah,
might
gotta-
just not be able to do the phone call
you
today.
blew it. You blew it, Ray.
Sean, you still there?
Do we still have that?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, something's up with our phone. Every time we use it or somebody calls in, like everything goes dead. Yeah, but I think we have you on. Yeah,
Because it blows up our board.
right. Well, first of all, because the way I set it up when I'm in studio, and because it's connected to the computer's like different from the board. It's hold on. Say something. Yeah, so I got to turn on the speakers, and it causes all kinds of echo. Yeah.
was I wanted to call in.
Uh.
Because no one called in.
That's classy. Come on.
You're awesome, man. Thank
It
you so
is.
much.
It is.
We love you, buddy.
Love you guys.
All right.
Thanks, pal.
Yep. Have a good night, man. Keep watching.
Later, guys.
Later.
We do have a question.
Oh,
I love haunted places and been to America so many times. She had a couple O's in there, so I
Okay.
Yeah, do it. Enunciate.
Where is the most haunted place there, please? Mr. USA. Madison Seminary.
there you go. Basically, if you just come to the state of Ohio and
Yeah.
throw a rock,
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
You'll hit something on it.
Yes, that's true. You go in Ohio, throw a rock, you're in a haunted place. Yes, we know we lost audio for a bit. We got it back.
I should probably
Sean.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Sean. I'm just kidding, buddy.
But that's why we can't have anybody call in.
It literally shuts the whole show down.
Becca fried the whole thing
Yeah.
one day.
Oh yeah, I remember
Becca
that.
fries everything. I tell you who else, when we're filming with, if we're using wireless audio, Michelle Bellinger.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
We just can't.
Yeah.
Batteries are just dead.
Yep.
Yeah, we actually had a lady. Her name was Lilith Three Feathers. She's a
Sean.
she's a shaman healer, and she's a psychic medium as well. She's local to the area, and like the whole night she was here, like we were having nothing but audio problems. There's just like everything, like her microphone was going off, all of our microphones, like nobody could hear us, and just like I couldn't figure anything
Oh,
out.
something like everyone sounded like this.
The Barry White night.
Yeah.
It only really affected you because I have a deeper voice, but
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, yeah.
I was actually showing people at work. I was like, "Listen to Ray."
Yeah.
Like, spook you later.
Well, yeah, and I know this is not paranormal based, but like the way this whole setup works, like when I'm doing the Facebook thing, it's almost completely like the only time I can use the board on here so people can hear our actual microphones is when I have people in studio. So that's why I always push to have people in studio.
Okay.
Because when we do like a remote thing, then I have a different setup that I can get all the audio into the board that people on the internet radio, like the Karma side, can hear it. But then I have to have a separate microphone so that the people on this computer can hear it.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I had I had bought this, like, they said it was one of the best teleconferencing microphones. It's a USB plug-in. I set it down. It just made us all sound like you. Like, hello, this is the goose.
Hey, do whatever you got to do.
Yeah. So I got rid of that and actually found a USB microphone that's back there. It's a Blue Yeti,
Oh, okay,
which is a
yep.
good one.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah, and I just plugged it in and it worked perfectly fine. So people here could hear us, people there could hear us, and it's just this
All right.
whole thing has been a learning process.
You done talking shop?
Yeah, sorry.
My dad mentioned a place I wish we could get into. Well, we could, but Johnson's Island is right, like it's in the Marblehead area, and that's where it was a Confederate prison.
Oh, yeah, yep.
And it's a bunch of rich people live there now. Like it's actually like they have like a garage sale. You're like, please don't go down this road if you're just going to the cemetery. Like they try to block it off. They don't want people going back there. There's some big houses back there. But yeah, that's a pretty cool place actually, Johnson's Island.
So it's Put in Bay after about 4 drinks.
Yes,
Well, that's something I'd like to do. I'd like to get up to like those
I'd like to get into
those
Northwest
islands.
Ohio.
The Lake Erie
Just
Islands.
go out
and-
on a boat
Yeah,
on Lake Erie and do an investigation.
That'd be cool.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Lord knows there's dead people there.
yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then you might run into the monster, the Lake
Yes.
Erie
There you
monster.
go.
I could actually tell you where dead people wash up.
Oh really?
Oh,
Well, yeah, because this time of year, people go out ice fishing.
Mm.
Sometimes they don't come back.
there you go.
Yeah.
They get caught in the current, and I know exactly where that usually ends up. It's
Oh,
by the
really?
Burger King.
And what Burger King? What's the address so we know not to eat there? Oh, look at all this free meat that just washed it up.
Not a sponsor. Not a sponsor.
What was it? Oh, I was making up my own sponsorships the other day with the Olympus.
Oh,
The Olympus, catching ghosts since 1972. I was just
There you
making up dates.
sure, sure.
Somebody actually put it on there.
Nice.
But yeah, Johnson's Island's pretty cool. And like, I know when my parents were growing up, there was a thing they would go out there, and supposedly the statue head would turn on Halloween. Now we all know that's not going to happen. It'd break apart. But that was a thing that they would all go out there and they would do that. That was like their let's get scared thing.
Sure.
Go out to the Confederate cemetery and wait for the statue head to turn. But yeah.
No, you say that. I have a friend, one of my truck drivers where I work. He actually he kind of dabbles in paranormal investigation. He was telling me about that cemetery because he lives up in Sandusky.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And he said he's been there overnight, just done EVPs.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And he said he's seen things and got some pretty amazing EVPs.
And my dad said it's true.
It's true. Well, if David Bradley says it's true, it's got to be true, right?
Anyone with the name David, really?
Yeah.
Yep.
True.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always trust David.
Yep.
Mhm.
And that's why I cut on Northwest Ohio so much, because they won't invite us over there to do anything.
We just got to make our way.
So I'm just trying to, badger him.
Right.
Just wait till the lake actually freezes over and
Before
just
you go
drive.
Right.
Oh, they used to take the doors off the cars to drive from Put Bay into Port Clinton.
Fun facts.
Yeah. That way, in case the car went down, they can get out because you can't open.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got you. That's interesting.
A lot more context now. I'm thinking, are they running booze? What are we doing?
Possibly. What's funny is when the Put in Bay kids would come to there was only 4 of them.
The put and
from
take it.
from the school.
Oh, okay.
They would come to Port Clinton sometimes, and there'd just be 4 of them.
Yeah.
That was the whole school.
Yeah.
You don't even go here.
That's exactly how we sound too.
I would like to check that out, but I'm always very wary of investigating a cemetery
Right.
because obviously for the obvious reasons, it's just so out in the open.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
never
I've
know
always-
what you're going to get in a
yeah.
recording that sounds like it could be something, but might be something.
Hobo.
Like, yeah,
And it's going to be pretty
Coyote.
noisy
Yeah.
there because it's right on the bay. So you got the
Right.
waves crashing. You got
Sure.
all that. That would be a hard one to
yeah.
do.
And
But it's just cool historic.
oh yeah,
historically.
I've always loved walking around cemeteries and kind of just
Yeah.
they seem peaceful.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
I think Kate and I
one of
went-
those weird people.
we went over there 2 years ago. We were visiting my dad, and they were having their garage sale day at Johnson's Island, so you could get in there for free. It cost 50 cents to $1, but we were like, okay. But it was pretty cool. That was the first time I ever really went through there and looked around there, and it was very interesting.
So do you guys have any bucket list places you'd like to go to investigate?
I'd love to do Greyfriars. I'll say it again.
Yeah. I always say any of the beaches along Normandy.
Oh yes,
And just, I mean that as respectfully as possible.
Yeah, it's always
yeah, just for the historical aspect, and
Sure.
just see if any of those guys had anything that they didn't get to say, or
Right.
That
would be interesting. Don't even question, just record.
just let them talk.
Just absorb the history and see a very historical location. I was gonna say a magical place, but it wasn't magical. It was
I
a
watched-
horrifying place.
yeah. I watched a lot of stuff on World War II. It's one of my favorite things, and that's just scary. I could not do that.
Yeah.
I'd give those guys because I would be in the bottom of the boat going,
Oh yeah, and I'm sure a lot of them were.
yeah, they wanted to,
Yeah.
but they went. That's
Well,
that's
you almost
brave.
had to
Yeah.
because look at what your choice was.
Yeah.
Sit there in the boat and probably get shot, or at least have a chance getting off the boat
Yeah.
and finding cover
Mhm.
and getting back with your.
Yeah, just seeing because I watch a lot of the shows on there and the footage, and I'm just like, how did they even do that?
It's one of those things you hate to say you have a favorite war,
Yes,
but World War II,
Yeah.
in my college time,
Mhm.
my focus was on a lot of military history. And
Oh, okay.
World War II was
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I watched a lot more of the European theater than the Pacific,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Dennis Michael said Gettysburg battlefields he'd love to visit.
So one thing in my years of doing this, I've never once been to Gettysburg.
We're actually going to the Gettysburg Bash. It's a paranormal conference in July, and the Wyndham Hotel where it's at is actually on the battlefield.
Oh wow.
So yeah,
I am
it's gonna
so
be-
excited because every time we drive by
Yeah.
either the Penhurst or
Yeah.
someplace, we were
Yeah.
like, we need to stop at Gettysburg, but we never
Yeah.
did.
And And it's cool too because the conference ends at 5:00 every day, so you still have all that light
All that
time
time. Yeah.
to get out
Just wander.
and wander and kind of. And it's people come to me, approach me all the time about the paranormal, like ask me questions because obviously we're out in the open about it.
Right.
A lot of people who are interested in it are kind of still in the closet about it because they don't know. They still feel weird and like, oh, everybody's gonna think
Kick
I'm a
those
freak.
doors down, R. Kelly.
Yeah, no shit. But this guy, a guy that works at the factory that I run trucks out of, he went to Gettysburg and he was just kind of like silently recording things. So he's like on this horse. There's like a horse, kind of like a hayride, but you're in this like cart with like nice seats on it, and they take you around the battlefield, and they stop at different historical locations, and they do like a presentation. Then you load up. They let you take pictures and walk around. Well, he was recording like with an audio recorder, just a digital audio recorder that he had, and he's like, "Goose, you got." Actually, no, it was his phone. He was recording video on his phone, and I guess after listening back to it when he got back to the hotel, and he showed me this clip. One of the stops, he got off, and he's turning around to get back on the cart, and you can hear like a skirmish. Like you hear guys yelling and like talking to each other and screaming.
Yeah. And you hear stuff like that all the time out of Gettysburg.
Yeah.
Mhm.
People just come back.
And there's
with
no-
either
he's like-
videos of like you can literally see people
Yeah.
walking through
Right.
forests.
And he's
or
making
whatever
sure there's
else.
like no historical reenactments were going on
Yeah.
or anything like that off in the distance.
Hmm.
And there was nothing going on. He said there was nothing even scheduled for that weekend.
I'm so excited for that.
But I mean, I heard it, and it was very like vivid, as plain as day. I heard like it sounded like a battle going on in the background between like maybe a handful of guys.
And that's why I think, the beaches there would be so charged. Like when that much energy just it gets expelled at that rate and at that intensity, how can it not be just stained?
Right. Right. A lot of people lost their lives there, and a lot of people lost their friends there. And,
Yep.
Yeah, I would never feel about just outright questioning.
No, I would just be like kind of just walking.
Like he just go about your business, take the tour,
Yeah.
carry a recorder on you like we do pretty much anyways. Anytime we go to anywhere historical.
So my Uncle Wayne, before he passed away, he sent me a video of something he filmed out in the woods. He said he walked away from his camera, and I mean, he didn't not stop facing it, what it was recording, but they played it back, and he showed me this. People started walking in front of it and dressed in period clothing. I still have that video clip.
Oh, wow.
I should send it to you guys.
That'd be cool.
I should send it to you guys because I still have it somewhere.
Mm.
It's pretty amazing, but with me, I'm still questioning. Like,
Sure.
come on, it could have just been people walking
Right.
by, but he sweared up and down that he and his brother were standing there with that camera, or at least watching it the whole time, and nobody walked by it. You see this girl wearing a dress walk right by, and it's weird. You get to see people off like shadows in the distance walking by. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Swear to God, yeah, and you can see through some of them. But here's the tricky thing about these cameras in low light conditions: the way that the frame rate works with the aperture, it kind of blurs frames together. So it looks like you're looking through a person in low light, but you're not actually looking. They're not actually transparent, I should say.
Yeah, I got you.
Because of the way that the frames overlap.
Right.
So. It's very cool to look at, and it's cool if it's real, but I wasn't there. It's just a video that I have.
Yeah.
So
That's really cool.
Yep.
Does anybody else have any questions?
Please.
Yeah, I mean, seems like we spend so much time investigating places that were just horrific.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And we go to asylums, we go to hospitals, jails, and it's like there's happy hauntings. You know, I think that's why we like investigating.
Well, even some of the you get some of the infirmaries, I guess. Then some of them weren't bad.
No.
Right. Oh yeah, I agree.
And it's one of those things where you can even get more interaction at places like that than when you go somewhere fully expecting something that like throw a chair at your head or something.
Right.
You'd been to Willoughby Coal Supply, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know if they still do stuff out of there, but that place is extremely haunted.
It is, and I think the housewives do, like,
The last time I talked to Kathy, she told me that it's getting kind of loud out that way.
yeah, because I guess they opened up a wine, like an outdoor wine bar,
Of course.
like right next door.
Yeah, it's
So like they're still open late at night. They have until like what 2 o'clock in the morning or midnight or something like that to be out and doing business. So,
but that would be in the summer, like right now.
yeah, like I don't know if they have like an off-season schedule or what they do there, but it doesn't seem like they've been doing too much. As far as I know, it's still a stop on the Ghost Walk. But other than that, I don't know if many people are getting in there to investigate. I don't know. I'd have to ask her because I'd like to take. That's another place I'd like to take the team.
The place is extremely haunted.
Yeah.
Don Norris with that whole thing, and I don't know if that had anything to do with the haunting, but it's weird. Like we were talking last night, Sean had that thing thrown at him, and we caught that weird. It kind of looks like something moving, and then that light bulb busted or something. We don't know what that sound was, but Class A EVPs.
Oh yeah,
Man.
yeah. And I think who was it? It was Todd. He was with a different group at the time. He heard something shatter.
He did too.
Yeah, like a glass shatter.
That's what we caught on. Yeah, you should. Yeah, that's
from a different floor, and they couldn't find like what had broke. And it must be a commonplace. That thing.
Definitely, it's definitely on our audio.
Yeah, I remember feeling really weird when we were outside before we walked in, because what happened the night I went there is actually I went on the Ghost Walk as a guest, and I was hanging out with Kathy and Barb St. John, and we went through the whole tour, and then once the tour was over, we went back to Woolever Cole, and she opened it up and let us go in and investigate. And before we walked in, it was like we saw like a shadow of a person walking around inside, just like you can see it through the windows because there's a certain amount of light that comes through, and you just see like a dark figure like walking up the stairs up into the next floor. And this is weird because she just showed us a picture that some little kid had just snapped. Like he was just taking pictures from outside. He was on the Ghost Walk and sitting on the stairs like peering out the window. This is a little boy. This looked like little boy.
Oh yeah. Actually, Teresa showed me that picture.
Yeah. And I thought it was crazy.
Yeah.
But we were just like seeing all kinds of before we even walked into the place.
And Angela, you know Angela?
Yes, yeah, she's awesome.
She was talking to me about the shadow figure she saw up in the very top floor there, like 7 foot tall or something.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
And I felt like somebody was trying to push me off the loading dock.
It wasn't me.
No, you weren't even there. I was actually back there by myself.
It was Max Braggins.
Yeah. But you know how you always hear that like kind of shuffling on the floor, like the dirt kind of moving around like footsteps?
Yes.
And I turned around to look, and I felt like it was weird because I didn't feel like I was getting dizzy, but I didn't feel like a physical push. It was just like all of a sudden I'm like going like, whoa, like losing my bat. It just was weird. Like, I don't know, maybe it was a weird energy shift. Like something was approaching or trying to contact me, but I was like too close to the edge of that 4 foot drop onto cement. So, I mean, I was like, it almost felt like somebody was trying to get me to walk right off of it or something.
That's crazy.
But yeah, Woolever Cole is definitely a cool place.
Something else that we talk about a lot is the way, you know how years ago when we first started going to Madison Seminary, it felt like it was really evil. Just a really dark feeling.
Oh yeah.
When it's not, it's still extremely haunted, but it doesn't feel like, you're going to get stabbed in the back by a devil when you enter anymore.
I think the first time I went was 2011 or 2012, and it was horrible.
Yeah,
especially in the asylum hallway.
Yeah.
We actually got and I couldn't tell you where any of this footage or audio is now, but we actually, my sister and I think it was like the mean nurse or whatever that the old owners would talk about. And we were saying something, graphic to her, and we were down right as that hallway turns, so right at the corner, and something just like rushes, like you hear the footsteps just bam, 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 just start running towards us. And I was like, okay, we're done.
There was a time where my wife wouldn't go past the asylum doors anymore because she called out the nurse, because she's a nurse. So she called out the nurse, and she just never felt right anymore. Like it was awesome when we did the flashlight tours together though, because she's like, all right guys, this is where I stop. And everybody be like, why?
You'll see.
Yeah, my wife will not go into that hallway at all.
Yeah, I think a lot of that, like, it doesn't seem as dark anymore. I'm going to give props to the Mad Crew because they don't let people kind of go in there and just start spouting off.
I agree.
You know, so
yeah.
You know,
I think there. Another theory we were talking about is the Mad Crew, Adam, everybody who comes out now. You guys, we all have this positive energy, I suppose, and it's all positive. Everybody's happy. It's a great place to go. When you're there, and you're volunteering. It's not like work. It's just like hanging out with friends.
Yeah, it is.
And and it's almost like that is that positivity is transferring into the building.
Yeah. No, I mean, like in the asylum area, it can get
still. Yes, it can still get wild.
You can still. If you're not careful. Yeah, right.
I still have issues up there.
Yeah.
I just like every time I go up there. Well, not every time.
No, but you do have a lot of.
They'll just I get hit with something. Just what was that? You trying to tell me something?
Well, I'll say this: the last time that I was at Madison Seminary, I was there all by myself. I was in the asylum area, and I was filming. I was filming in the. We call it the Savage Room, but.
Yeah.
I was in this room and I was filming, and April was supposed to come and meet me, and we were going to do something for our Haunted Minds.
Oh.
But I heard this voice say, Eric, and it was a few floors down.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, well, that's April. So, see, that is definitely my mic, isn't it? Making that sound.
I don't know. Hold on a second.
Test. No, that's better.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So I heard this voice say, Eric. I'm thinking it's April here, so I'm just gonna wait for her to get up here and we'll talk and everything. And she didn't come up.
Yeah.
So I finished doing what I was doing and I went down there. And first of all, the door to the main entrance area where we all come in, meet and greet and all that.
Yeah.
It was shut and locked on me.
Yeah.
Tony was there. And I knocked, and he said, "Oh, did somebody shut the door on you?" I don't know if he was kidding or not. About maybe he's the one that did it.
Yeah.
But I was like, "Yeah, where's April at?" And he's like, "There's nobody here but me, dude."
Oh, weird.
Like, oh, all righty then.
Madison is the building of misdirection, man.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Yep. Something's either following you and tricking you the whole time. It's weird.
Well, I thought that was awesome. If there's a female spirit there that now knows my name, that's incredible. And also doesn't hate me.
Right.
That's a female that doesn't hate me. I'm good.
I was excited when Addie saw my doppelganger up on the asylum floor.
She did?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's another thing that's happened there a few times.
Yeah.
I know you're one of them. I think Jeff Fent was being seen.
Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like standing right next to her, and she goes, I thought you were just out there. I'm like, nope, I'm right here.
That's cool.
Yeah. I actually, when Adam first started and I was up there spackling up there, everybody else went downstairs because the pizza came. And I was like, I was still working.
Investigation stops when pizza shows up.
Well, I was like spackling. I was like making sure I had it all smooth, which I didn't. It was terrible because basically Adam's like, fill this hole with spack. Everybody went downstairs. I heard the ladder move that Addie was on. It was like one of those fiberglass or aluminum ladders. And I was the only one up there, and I heard that sucker move. And I was just like,
When we were filming, and this won't have anything to do with our actual episode, but I think you were up setting up for something in the asylum or around the asylum and came down to grab us, and we all came back upstairs to just get whatever the shot was we were supposed to get, and one of the wheelchairs was completely down the hallway. It was up by our stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah. See, that was when we were filming with Resident Undead. I was trying to get some B-roll shot.
Where am I?
That wheelchair was in like real close to me. I got called down to do something. I can't remember what it was. I went
Yeah, I
down,
don't remember.
talked to you guys, and I came back up, and I'm like, I'm just going to grab this shot real quick. Well, the freaking wheelchair had moved all the way down to the other end of the asylum. I was shocked as heck, man.
Yeah.
And I was kind of mad because I didn't leave I didn't,
Yeah.
of all the times to not accidentally keep recording, that would have been the time to accidentally keep recording.
Yep. We are like notorious for having the camera part the wrong way.
Yeah, we had the doors slammed shut on us on command up in the asylum. We walked in. I'm like, all right, because at the time, there was that whole, the way the previous owners played that corner room in the asylum as like the solitary confinement room. That's where like they would lock somebody back in the vet, like all the way in the back where the ceiling was real low. So it was like, all right, it's time to go into, it's lights out. You need to go into solitary. We're gonna be locked up for the night for acting bad or whatever. Come on behind me and let's go in. And I told him to shut the door behind us, and it turned around, the damn door shut. And like actually, it was kind of, it wasn't like
you
a
probably
slam.
just heard me say, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
Because I was actually in the hall watching them go in, and I saw the whole.
Yeah.
I was just like,
And of course,
Holy
the
shit.
camera is pointing at the end instead of at that door.
Uh-huh.
We're like, damn it,
Yeah.
Every time.
damn it all to hell.
I got to see
Every
it,
time.
so I'm
Yeah.
Oh, you got to see it?
yeah, because I was watching him walk in, and I saw the whole thing just.
Well, spoiler. I want to say spoiler. Adam saw something during our investigation, and I didn't get to see it, and neither did Dave, and we were standing right by it.
Yep.
Right by it.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was lucky that I was just right there.
Oh, and this was loud too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First of all, hey Justin, Dr. Brown is in the house. How you doing,
JB
buddy?
in the house.
But yeah, I mean, we haven't had a whole lot of physical stuff, but we had the baby doll that sits on the arm of the wheelchair
Uh-huh.
in the asylum. We were investigating. We didn't touch it. We didn't move it.
Mm-hmm.
If we touched it, we picked it up so people could see how heavy it is, bottom heavy.
Yeah.
So when
We
we
put it right back where it was.
because there is the video of it just like being pushed off, or
Right.
falling off the arm.
Yep.
We always show people like this is bottom heavy. This sits here pretty securely. I mean, you could jump around it, push it a little bit. It's not moving anywhere.
Should not fall off on its
No.
own.
Yeah. But
So-
we actually did that too. We put
Yeah.
that back on the chair. Like you had me just, obviously you had me jump around that damn thing and see if it's going to fall off. But
Yeah. So we were investing in it up there, and we showed everybody on our team, and we showed them the video. And we went about our business investigating. We went downstairs, reconvened, take a break. We came back up the second time. The doll was sitting in the seat.
Mhm.
And we didn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't like we went and did other stuff. We came down,
Yeah.
and then we went right back up to the
Yeah.
asylum. It wasn't like we went.
There wasn't a whole lot of time. We looked. We were like,
We were asking Shelly. We're like,
we
Did
went.
You move
Yeah,
that?
we asked Shelly. We asked Adam. They're like, no, we don't like try to screw with people
Yeah.
while they're investigating. I'm like, well, it's us though. We're close friends. We like to screw with each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
So
but
we're
still,
open.
like,
Yeah.
If you're there
Yeah.
to have an experience,
Yeah.
we don't want to.
Yeah, it was nothing they did. It was just weird.
It did fall off one night when I was there, but nobody was around to actually
Yeah.
witness it.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
that kind of sucked.
So
We
Dr.
didn't-
Brown has a question. What was the one experience that made you believe there is definitely something paranormal going on? We'll just start with Eric.
Does that go back to our backstories?
No, it's got to be something other than the backstories.
Yeah, kinda.
And also note that we have about 5 minutes before they start playing the next show on Karma.
Dave, you go first because I don't know.
Old folks Christmas tree.
Okay.
No, I went back to the story that I told. I think I actually told it last night too. But just an older couple in period clothing standing in front of our family Christmas tree when I was a kid.
Oh gosh. Actually,
Oh God, he forgot.
no.
He almost forgot he was even coming here today.
Back when I was 12, I was telling you guys that I started watching those documentaries on the paranormal
Yep.
stuff, and this is before Ghost Hunters and everything. And I started to realize that what I had seen might have been paranormal. I'll
Yeah.
tell you what really convinced me. My parents live in a house
Uh-huh.
that
Good.
they purchased. When they bought it, they found all kinds of dead cats in it.
Oh.
Right?
Oh my!
That's not the weird. That's not the weirdest
New
part about it.
Netflix special.
That's not the. That's not the weirdest part about it. No, these cats were starved to death. Okay, so there were claw marks where they had tried to get into underneath the sink where the food was. These cats just died of starvation. They found dead cats in piles of trash.
Yeah.
It was pretty gross.
Yeah.
There's a little weird epilogue to that too, where the woman that we bought the house from, her sister stopped by and said, with a weird grin on her face, she's like, "Did you find my cats?" She had this like
What?
weird,
God.
creepy grin on her face. My
Is
dad's
she
like,
in jail.
Oh my god.
"Yeah." My dad's like, "Yeah, get out of here."
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah, that is weird.
Well, that's our
So-
show for the night, folks. Way
Yeah.
to end it on a good note, Eric.
So anyways, I just laid down for the night. I was in my bedroom and I heard like a hissing, like a
Oh.
hissing, like that, like a cat, and that freaked me out. And then I was like, okay, there's no that's got to be the dead cats, you know. So that
Wow.
Oh,
that
wow.
might have been the turning point for me.
And Uncle Guido with his sense of humor.
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
Was there a Chinese restaurant nearby?
Ah,
There were suppliers.
Oh god.
they could have been, man. I think they said they found like 17 dead cats.
Oh my god. That's just sad.
Yeah, my friends actually rented like a part of a house in Manaway, and when
This
they
was in Streetsboro.
oh, okay,
Well,
when
that
they
explains it.
when they got there, the first time they opened up the refrigerator and the freezer, they found Ziploc bags with dead cats in them, just in the
That's-
freezer, stacked in the
ugh.
freezer.
Man,
I don't-
all right, let's stop talking about
what's
the dead
people's
cats.
problem? But there's no cat ghosts going on.
No,
It's a lot of drinking.
that's just,
Oh,
just
God.
weird. I don't know.
So that we just wanted
That
to
is
impress
kinda
everybody
freaky,
before we signed
It
off
is.
for the night.
And it was. I got a morbid life. I'm sorry.
My morbid life.
There you go.
That's our spinoff show.
So we got 3 minutes left. Is there anything you guys would like to push, promote?
Of course, we want to talk about Our Haunted Minds, and
Yes.
that is going to be released very soon. I jumped the gun, and then my computer crashed, and I regret that.
No. Yeah.
That's what's held us back a little bit. But
Gotcha.
we're gonna get back on it, and
Cool.
He says
Well,
we. It's him.
it's it'll be soon. I promise.
Right. Cool.
Just like when we say we, it's him.
Right.
I
Right,
feel
right.
you.
I can film and do all that other stuff, the editing thing.
Yeah.
I do
Right.
enough of that as it is.
My dad called me the Ed McMahon of this show.
Oh, nice.
Hi-yo.
Hi-yo.
That's how he describes me to everybody. I'm the Ed McMahon of the show.
Nice.
I'll take it.
You've been called worse than probably will be by the end of the night.
Oh yeah. Why is April still on? Oh yeah, she is.
Yeah.
So, but anything is share the RU Media Network out there, guys. I mean,
Yes.
we've got plenty of stuff happening.
Yes,
We've got plenty of
please.
stuff coming.
Yep.
Get it out yonder.
Get us known worldwide. We already did. I mean, we've had Susan here from Australia
If you want
with us all night.
the best
The
in
best.
paranormal talk radio.
There you go.
Oh,
I know what that really means, April.
April says, "Miss everyone but Heisenberg."
There you go.
Good night, Sean.
Good night, everybody. I miss you too, April.
Kathy loved the show tonight. Waiting Our Haunted Minds. Lady said, "Good to see you guys. Good show. Good night." And Susie said, "See you later." Susie said, "See you later, gorgeous guys." Oh, thank you, Susan.
Did you do one of these?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, behave. All right.
Headshots in the mail.
Yeah, right. I'll give you a free one. You just got to pay shipping.
Usually charges $50 for that. So
Yeah,
that's good.
well, I got to ship it to Australia. So, all right, crypto heads, that's another episode of the Cryptic Paranormal Show. Thank you for tuning in and watching on RU Media. And now our numbers are going back up as we sign off. But,
You missed it.
if you missed it, it will be on Spreaker very shortly and also YouTube. So check us out there. Thank you guys so much for listening in, and thank you guys for being here.
Thank you
Yes,
for having us.
Again, David Woolever, Eric McGill. Watch out for our Haunted Minds coming soon. And that's it, Crypto Heads. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.